put the box score out for your close scrimmage, so they let everybody know what happened in there. What'd you
We didn't. I know that. No, we did some half-court stuff, and we did all right there. And then we did some three-possession offense, defense, offense, and flip-flopped, and did pretty good there. And then played 2 10-minute quarters, and then 3 8-minute segments, and you know, we wiped the score clean every quarter in that, so it was a good experience for us. We had some good moments. We had some moments where we definitely need improvement, but you know, against an experienced physical team, you know, I thought we did pretty good.
So did you scrimmage that? I mean, you did the 2 10s. Is that what they were counting on the stat sheet there?
I have no idea what they counted on the stat sheet.
Did you play 2 10s and 3 8s?
So we played, like I said, we did half-court stuff, and we did 3-possession stuff, and then we played 10-minute quarter, 10-minute quarter, 8-minute, 8-minute, 8-minute. So I have no idea what they were statting or keeping score with. We just went to play and played a lot of different combinations. Peyton was really steady for us. Paul did a good job, and VJ had a good outing. Abu played pretty good, didn't shoot it good, but you know, the vets played good. The freshmen adjusted. And, you know, we didn't play Will. He's out for a while, and obviously Lou didn't play, so we're a little short-handed, but I thought the guys played pretty hard, played pretty good. Showed our conditioning wasn't very good. We have to get in better shape, and but I think eventually, you know, if we keep working, we can make progress.
What's Will's status?
He's got his foot's bothering him. Nothing serious, just going to be out for a while.
When you go into those scrimmages, what are the things you're looking for, and then when you watch the film, what are the things you're trying to get out of those?
Well, you know, we want to execute better. Our execution was not very good against, you know, they're physical and good defensive team and very experienced, so they took us out a lot of things we wanted to run, so our execution really needs to improve. I mentioned the conditioning. We didn't run the floor offensively or defensively like I wanted. Our board play was very inconsistent and talked defensively with the new team, you know, so I'd say those 4 things. Basically what we came out saying, you know, these are the 4 areas we got to concentrate on to make the most improvement quick. You know, this team has a long ways to go, but right now you can't work on everything. So I'd say those 4 things. We got to execute better in the half court. We got to run the floor offensively and defensively. Board play is always important because, you know, we can't give up second shots, and you know, we didn't shoot it good, so we're going to have to get some second shots. I think we'll shoot it much better, but we didn't shoot it good on this particular day. And a lot of it was shot selection. We took some bad ones, but you know, I think we can get those things straightened out.
It's pretty common things with a young team like this.
Yeah, yeah. No, like I said, there are a lot of positives, a lot of negatives, a lot of things to work on. So, you know, it was good for us, you know, to play an experienced team and physical team. You know, it was really good experience for us.
Peyton made it sound like they were playing more physical early, but your guys kind of started to adjust.
Yeah, I thought so. You know, their physicality bothered us early, especially the freshmen. But you know, I thought as the scrimmage wore on, you know, that our guys adjusted a little bit, and then we got to running a little bit, which, you know, the first quarter we just walking the ball up, and you know, that's just not the way we play. They kind of got the tempo where they wanted it, and, but then when we got the ball running a little bit and used our athleticism a little bit, and you know, they're not a team you want to get into a pushing match with. You know, they're a lot more physical and bigger than we are, older. So we wanted to try to get it up and down, and we couldn't do that for a while. But when we did, you know, I thought it went okay.
Is that having a veteran point guard who starts to establish your tempo rather than the other team?
Well, you know, it's part of him, but everybody's got to run. We just didn't want to run. You know, I don't know if we scared or what, but we didn't want to run. You know, and so once we got to run a little bit, I thought it picked up for us.
Do you expect that Bull is going to be taking a lot of kind of physicality down low? Like, are other teams going to try to kind of test him? And
absolutely. I mean, they're going to get after Peyton because he's our leading scorer returning, and you know, at 14 points a game, they're going to go after him. And We're going to go after Bull because, you know, they know his reputation and know he can score. So, yeah, they're going to go after those two guys. They'll go after Paul a little bit because he's a proven scorer. And, you know, our other guys are just going to have to step up.
How would you assess just how Peyton and Bull are kind of in sync together? He said you've been having them work a lot together in scrimmages and practices, and you know.
Oh, you know, it's picking up. It's still early. You know, we're 3-4 weeks into practice here, and we didn't get any time in August and September like a lot of schools do because of the quarter system. So we're maybe a little behind where we should be, but you know, Peyton's got a great feel for the game. You know, and you know, he'll pick it up, and Bull will pick it up. They're both good basketball players, so I think eventually it'll be pretty smooth. Right now, kind of what you'd expect it to be after, you know, a month. You know, still a lot of work to do.
This is pretty simplistic, but just how easy would it be to just rely on Bull as like a safety valve of simply he's taller and higher up than everybody else? I would assume it would look pretty easy to just be able to get him the ball whenever you're in trouble.
You know, he's going to have to get a lower base. They pushed him off the block pretty easily, you know, so he's going to have to learn to play in a different position. You know, he's, you know, in high school he could stand straight up and down and not get bumped around, but, you know, they pushed him around pretty good. They had him way off the block, you know, and if he's going to catch it for us, he's got to catch it a little tighter to the basket. So, you know, I think eventually he'll get there, but right now it's, you know, he's got a ways to go.
Peyton said he thinks team chemistry, leadership, a little better than maybe this time a year ago. Is that your perception?
Oh, I don't know. You know, comparing teams is always tough. You know, the only difference I'd say, you know, a year ago we had one guy back who played for us, and that was Peyton. This year we've got 5 guys back who played for us. Peyton and Paul and the 3 sophomores. So I think it's probably better just because of that, you know. You know, Keith had played a few minutes, but basically Peyton was the only one who played many minutes. And, you know, this year you've got 5 guys back who played significant minutes, and, you know, so I think that does make a difference.
Is there any clarity on Lou's availability yet?
Same.
You getting an idea in terms of rotations and things like that? You know?
No. I don't know. You know, Peyton will play, and you know, guys will play a little bit. You know, I have no idea. You know, we'll throw 5 out there Thursday night, and we'll throw 5 out there next Tuesday. But you know, it'll be a work in progress. You know, clear through November for sure, and probably through December.
You don't play Peyton 40 minutes, but who handles backup duties if you can?
Well, you know, Richardson will when he's available, but Ehab and Will Johnson will until he gets back. So, you know, we'll keep Peyton out there as much because we're going to depend on him, but we'll also depend on Ehab can handle it, and Will Johnson, you know, can handle it. So. And then when Richardson gets back, he was doing a nice job. His assist to turnover ratio was really good. He was doing a nice job. So anxious to get him back.
Johnson, a guy you feel comfortable running out
Sure.
some minutes in a regular season game?
Yeah. No, he worked his tail off a year ago and works his tail off now. So I wouldn't have any reservations throwing him out there at all.
There were a lot of eyes on Peyton this time last year because he was kind of your only returning guy, so he had to be sort of a veteran face. The way you're talking about him now, it sounds like he's even more ready to take on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Role.
No, he's had a great off season. He's worked awfully hard. Peyton's a worker, man. I mean, he's one of the first ones to the gym every day, if not the first one. He's one of the last ones to leave every day. And that work ethic, you know, clearly establishes as a leader and someone we can depend on. And no, he's done a great job. He's worked really hard. Just anxious, you know, to get him out there and get everybody comfortable with him, and but he's worked really hard.